up, folks? Back out here in the shop working on some customer stuff today. Got a Bobcat here. We're gonna be skinning out. We'll do a short little video on how to skin out the front feet. Process is the same for the back feet. The only difference is you got the dew claw there on the front feet. Just one extra cut with some side cutters you got to deal with. But outside of that, it's pretty straightforward. It don't take long to get it down. You'll figure it out and just be able to, knock them out here pretty quick. But I'm gonna get this camera turned around, situated, and you gonna have to bear with me. I'm gonna have a camera kind of in front of me, and so I might be breathing heavy. I don't know. I'm sitting down today. It's kind of a lazy day out here in the shop. So, but hope to teach you something. Hope y'all enjoy watching. Hang tight for a second. Okay, guys, we got the camera turned around here. Gonna be skinning out some Bobcat feet. As you can see, stick the knife in here, the base of the pad, and I run it up to the back of the knee on there. And then about half the distance of there, I just take a pair of loppers, lob that sucker off, and we're gonna start skinning the feet. I always give these things a little tug, just to kind of get it started. You can see our line right here. Get it started. I already got the pad broke loose there. You're gonna have to bear with me. I got the camera sitting here in front of me, so my breathing might be a little loud. I don't know what all you're gonna hear, but you're gonna work around that dew claw, okay? That'll pull down, and you can see the bone on that dew claw. Right here's the base of that bone. This is it right here, okay? I go up a little higher than that dew claw, get around it best that I can, and we got the bone shaft coming up right there. And then once I get that exposed about like this here, I'll take these side cutters, electrical dikes, whatever you want to call them, and cut that free. That's free right there, the tip of them cutters. Okay, once I do that, I give it a little more tug, and you'll get usually about an inch of pull out of it. Of course, it depends on if the cat's still frozen or rigor mortis or this, that, and the other. I'm gonna keep trying to adjust the camera, so y'all gonna have to bear with me. I like keeping pressure on these cats' front feet. And this is that number 22 scalpel I was talking about the other day in that other video. If y'all ain't seen it yet, you can go back and watch it. That's on the pulling the beaver casters out. And you just go right down. Here's the fur line. There's your bone line. Get it started on the top of the foot, and then I go to the side of the foot. These outer toes are a little shorter, so it's easier to get them exposed. And when you do that, that pad's a lot easier to turn. Okay. Every time I cut, I give a little tug, and you'll get some pull in there. You can do this, putting them up to put in the freezer. You're gonna get them tanned with feet on. That'll work too. Then once you get to the pad, here's the pad. There's all the ligaments holding the pad in place. And so you can see your fur line and your bone line. There's all kinds of ligaments holding all that in. Like I said, every time I cut all the way around, I tug a little bit, and we're going to keep going around the sides, back to the toes. And I don't want y'all to think I'm saying this is the only way to do this right here. That's the way I do it, the way I've always done it. And somebody got a better way to do it, I'm gonna do it. I've got bad wrists. Probably gonna end up having to have surgery on them here later in the year. So this way helps for me. If you get any of them ligaments in there, go up the pad of the foot and you can cut them off. But you're just gonna keep working all the way around. Leave that big pad on there. Go back to your little toes. You're gonna cut your little toes on the outside of the foot first, and that'll make it easier to get in to the bigger toes there in the middle. One thing I always do, that flat side, point that flat side of them cutters towards the fur. Less chance of pinching that fur and cutting too deep. Cut them outside toes, and then where you cut, run that knife or scalpel or whatever you're using through there, and you can free up the ligaments around them toes. I always go down that last knuckle, holding the claw on, and I'll take my knife or scalpel, stick it between them toes with the blade pointed towards you. Okay, you don't want to slice the inside of that foot there. And again, flat side towards the pad. Bob them off. A bunch of ligaments in there. Sometimes you can cut through, sometimes it won't. And then there's your skin out bobcat foot right there. Each individual toe, you can flip them suckers out, and there's your entire foot right there, all spread out. I'm going to do the same thing over here on this one. Like I said, once you get it cut from the bone, give it a little tug, start on the top. It's the same process for the back feet, except you ain't got the dew claw to worry about. You know what I'm saying? Come up to where you split it. I like using these scalpels, they're a lot sharper. Doesn't take near as much pressure. Again, go all the way around the foot, tug it. There's the dew claw. We got it skinned down. We're gonna go get the other side of the foot. That way we can kind of keep it all in line. That way when you're tugging on it, you don't run the risk of ripping that foot. I mean, everybody knows them cats is thin skinned anyway. You can be rough with them to a degree. There's the dew claw. Get it broke loose a little bit, tug, and you're just gonna keep working all the way around. It's gonna be the same process for coyote feet, coon feet, possum feet, all them four-footed critters that the Almighty made and said that we could hunt them, catch them, eat them, all that good stuff. Of course, I ain't going as fast as I normally do here. It's been a long day in the shop already. My hands getting a little tired. But then when you get them toes exposed, you keep going all the way around. Remember, them outside toes, this one here, those are shorter. I'm gonna stick this scalpel through there and pop these ligaments off the pad. Keep going all the way around. Flat side towards the foot. on each outside toe. Come back, cut that, tug a little bit, and you're gonna get a lot of stretch right there. And come back between the toes, knife blade pointed to you. Flat side towards the foot. Some people just cut through the knuckle, get it all the way down there. I just cut them right there where they are. There's the inside foot. You got a little ligament hanging along right there. You go back to them side cutters. Go back to it. Cut it off. And there you go. There's your skinned out bobcat foot. Flip it out. There you go. And that's how you skin out bobcat feet. You can push that dew claw back in there. Of course, you know it's going to go in and out just like the claws on their feet. Mash them boogers out. There they are. And that's it. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Once you get them skinned out, then a couple of little danglies there. Oh, yeah, and this is a customer cat. He brought it in for us to do, and he shoved that through there, so he put the CITES tag on it. So, yes, we can go ahead and pull it out. Throw it in the bucket, don't need it. But, there you go. Well, there you have it. That's how you skin out a couple of bobcat front feet. Ain't much to it. I mean, just the more you do it, the better you are. The better you're gonna be at it. Get my tongue a little tangled up here. We're gonna get this cat broke down here and get him fleshed and get him in the freezer and get him in line with all the other stuff we gotta get tanned up. And hope you learned something. You got questions? As always, hit me up. Hit the little bell dingy button. Get you subscribed in there. And don't ever forget, y'all keep living your best. God led. Redneck life.